Um, CinemaSins will show us the scenes of Aladdin. Okay, but seriously, everything wrong with Aladdin, the 1992 version. Yeah, I really don't get what's up with the live action remakes of the classic Disney films. Some people say that it's to reintroduce. You know what? I'm not going to get into the subjects of live action remakes. Let's just see how sinful Aladdin is.
Even back in the mid-90s, Disney's logo was sucking its own spire.
Oh, I come from a land, from a faraway place.
Narration that is sung? What fresh hell is this? Yes, every Disney movie from your childhood was much more sexual than you remember, evidenced here by this lyric. Clearly talking about all the wonderful ways an Arabian Night can be hotter than hot. This all leads to HBO picking up an option on Game of Lamps. I'm totally in. Casual animal abuse.
You are late.
Jesus, even hand-drawn movies feel compelled to make Tardian as part of their dialogue, even when it serves zero narrative purpose.
The Cave of Wonders.
Funny story, Cave of Wonders was actually my nickname for my college girl.
What?
If you want to make it hard for posers and non-worthy fools to enter, why spout out all rules like this for anyone nearby to hear? Why clarify the why of why you deny this one sly guy's try? A parrot with human teeth.
I'll have your hands for a trophy street rat. All this for a loaf of bread?
Was about to ask the same question, Doc. Can we talk about this laundry line for a second? Wouldn't you need some sort of pulley system to get the clothes out there instead of a single peg? Do they just climb all the way out there to hang their clothes?
You're only in trouble if you get caught.
And sometimes not even then. Just ask Alex Rodriguez. This guy is literally swinging a kill sword, a bread thief. I know they chop off thieves' hands here now, but straight up murder? Is he Dewey Cox's dad and he never realized before how easy it is to accidentally cut someone in half?
I blame parents except he hasn't gone.
Hey, Anakin Skywalker didn't have parents either, and look how he turned out.
Gotta eat to live, gotta steal to eat.
Stealing. This man is clearly lying between the nails, so the joke kind of misses the point. Carpacettoing all the Back to the Future movies.
Also, that guy should be screaming and dying while the other guy, he should be dead. And the other guy would be in extreme pain for like a week.
Foreshadowing all the Back to the Future movies had come out by this point, but this film still wants to act like having the villains land in poop is neat, fun, new, edgy, or hilarious. It's none of those things.
I didn't know what a fertilizer is, but when I found out about it,
It's honestly one of my least favorite things about the Back to the Future movies. How is it that Fabrizio here doesn't give a that men fall from the sky into his livelihood? He should literally give a about this.
Here. Go on, take it.
Flawed hero does a random act of kindness, so we know he or she has a heart of gold and are being a good example for their monkey cliche.
On his way to the palace, I suppose.
Why do these rando crowds positioners just have to be saying their thoughts out loud, or how would we ever know what was going on? I'm not sinning his sandals. I'm sinning that he can't make up his mind on appropriate footwear. Why is Raja holding a piece of the heart undies fabric here when the pants he took a chunk out of were obviously purple? Unless that's a piece of fabric from a different section of the underwear, in which case I have a lot of questions.
Must be married to a prince by your next birthday. You've only got 3 more days.
Jasmine has been a prisoner in a castle with only animal friends her entire life and has 3 more days of slight independence before being forced to marry a man and continue to lose her identity. That's dark.
If I do marry, I want it to be for love.
This feels like a conversation you'd have had way before 3 days until the deadline.
Except you, Raja.
This movie is way too casual about a tame tiger. The most trained tigers alive in modern society still nearly killed Siegfried or Roy or whoever. I can't remember which one. Point is, tigers up.
Ah, Jafar, my most trusted advisor.
Dick Cheney.
he doesn't look trusty in the slightest.
That will be pretty good.
How long after being hypnotized says is he a red-eyed zombie. And if you can do this to people as powerful as the Sultan, why do you need genie powers? You were already in charge of an entire country. I love how she put on sackcloth, but left on the ginormous gold earrings even Mariah Carey would be embarrassed to wear. Jasmine takes an apple from the vendor, gives it to a little kid, and walks away. Look, I know she grew up sheltered in the palace, but she for sure knows that the market isn't free. Aladdin grabs the sword, hands it to Jasmine, who hides it behind her back, but as they walk away, it's completely missing. Honestly, there are so many animation continuity errors in this thing. Let's just throw on an extra 20 cents and move on.
Let's have the guards extend him an invitation to the palace, shall we?
But you merely saw his image in a fucking hourglass. How the do the guards know who to look for? This is some nuclear level yada yada, man. The director said, let's have the monkey end up with 2 apples, even though he had 3 just a minute ago and 8 to begin with, because then people will be so confused they won't know if he's an asshole or not.
Do you trust me? What? Do you trust me?
Why the would she, dude?
Can't breathe. Jafar.
Jasmine somehow neither sees nor hears this, despite being within a few feet of it.
Death by beheading.
This is dark, man. You forgot about it because Robin Williams shows up and everything gets hilarious for a while. But this is nearly as dark as the dark parts of Hunchback. I'd remove all the sins right here.
Hunchback is an awesome film.
If instead of comforting Jasmine, Raja just bit her in half like a regular tiger would. I know we're going for a dour mood-setting establishing shot here, but panning down over the chains and I am shocked they built a prison cell with this high a ceiling. And mostly this is just a chain storage facility, since all these rafter chains are doing nothing but harmlessly dangling. Why did Jafar have to cosplay and sell Aladdin on the cave quest via this fake old prisoner guy? Why not just tell him you'll reduce his sentence if he does it? Beat Jafar when you ask. Or just zap him with a snake staff and mind control him. Wait, didn't the cat say earlier that... So why is Abu able to waltz in there too? Before you claim that it's because he's an animal, there are a couple problems with that monkey business. First, he certainly counts when he sets off a booby trap by touching the loop. And second, if animals didn't matter, why couldn't Jafar have just sent in Iago in the first place and let him swoop in and grab the lamb? Abu is kind of a little bitch. This is a golden chicken. This is a golden Stay Puft Marshmallow Man peeking out from behind a cauldron. Just FYI.
I think he knows where it is.
Or she. No one will be seated during the how the big is this god anyway portion of the movie. Good thing they spent 60 seconds befriending the Ex Machina carpet before they came in here, huh? Let's just say that for this section, a luck dragon started a coincidence cherub in a threesome with an advantage angel. And this scene is their baby giving you the finger. Honestly, with a boulder this big, I'm calling bullshit on carpet wriggling free with its own strength.
Speaking of boulders, if Chris Redfield was in it, he would free the carpet. No!
He's long gone with that lamp.
Oh, come on. You can cartoon physics the silly stuff, but the important plot points too? Abu really has somewhere to store a lamp that big? Yeah, monkeys might fly out of my butt and then have lambs fly out of their butts.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Very much wish fulfillment.
Even in 1992, the Ed Sullivan Show reference probably missed its audience by about 30 years. What's next? A Groucho Marx reference? What?
Can't bring people back from the dead. It's not a pretty picture. I don't like doing it.
Setting aside that all 3 of these rules are very plot convenient? No, never mind. Send that. But also, what do you mean you don't like doing it? Doesn't that mean that you've done it, even though you just said it was a rule that you couldn't do it? There's a difference between not wanting to do something and not being allowed to. And if I learned anything from 50 Shades of Grey, that difference must be negotiated during this contract phase.
That's it. We gotta keep kissing up to that chump and his chump daughter.
You don't, though. Just use the snake staff and hypnotize him or her, or both of them. Honestly, don't understand Jafar at f***ing all. He's like Leonardo DiCaprio on a mile-long yacht, lying on a bed of cash surrounded by naked models, getting a hand job from the literal hand of God, looking up into the sky and saying, something's missing in my life.
I love the way your foul little mind works.
Hey, we'll handle the obvious puns around here, mister.
You will order the princess to marry me.
Hold up. Serious f***ing question time. Why the f*** would Jafar do this, instead of just mind-controlling Jasmine herself?
But you're so old.
That's racist.
Try your best.
Oh. No, wait. That's racist? Wrong! It's creepy, but it's wrong. That's not racist.
Literally everyone is taken in by this f***ing song and dance. And ultimately Aladdin didn't need a genie, he just needed a Broadway production.
Then come and meet a spectacular coterie.
This movie just employed the use of the word coterie, and I'm almost ready to take a sin off for not dumbing down its lyrics. But then again, I did have to do research on what it meant. So here's a sin for you, and another 5 for your spectacular coterie to share amongst each other.
Wait! yeah, wait, what? He's got slaves? I did not notice that part at all. Wait, what? Yeah, his reaction is perfect.
I'm an excellent judge of character.
Excellent judge, yes. Not.
Remember the not joke? That was super 90s. We should bring it back. I'm serious. Not.
You remind me of someone I met in the marketplace.
I've never understood why Aladdin doesn't come clean here. It's obvious they hit it off before, and he doesn't need her to think he's a prince to marry. He actually is a prince. The movie makes it seem like he thinks he needs to impress her, but doesn't he already have plenty of evidence to the contrary? You trust me. Aladdin's suit is clearly a full sleeve and secured at the wrist. When he reaches for Jasmine, his arm is bare. Little known trivia. This is because it's not actually Aladdin's arm. This shot was a pickup, and it's the arm of a stagehand named Kevin, who stood in for the day. He was wearing a Metallica tank top, but the producers didn't want to pony up to fix it digitally. This is so dangerous. This magic carpet is turning this cloud into the poop emoji, and now you will never be able to unsee it. You are welcome. That being said, I fucking love the whole new world sequence, and it gave me chills even while I was watching it for sin purposes. 2 cents off. What's worse, this movie's obsession with apples, or Aladdin's constant use of his fucking elbow as an apple delivery device? This flower is clearly on Jasmine's left in the real world and in the water. Considering that this is the second time this movie has forgotten how to mirror correctly, I'm adding 5 sins in the hopes it will cause the movie to take some time to reflect.
I sometimes dress as a commoner, to escape the pressures of palace life.
So he steals food all the time and lies more than an American politician. Are we sure this guy's the hero? Whoa, that's definitely murder. The only reason it's not is because Genie saves his life, but these guys don't know that's gonna happen. I told you that it was darker than you remember. Coincidental rubbing is a bad screenwriting technique, but it would make an excellent name for a massage parlor.
I can't help you unless you make a wish.
Except you did earlier, and sure, maybe he was tricking you then, but still, you did it, so you could do it now. And really, the fact that you manufacture a wish to do it might be more of an asshole move. Too far spotting the lamp right now is just lazy writing.
What if they find out I'm not really a prince?
Sorry if I'm repeating myself here. Who am I kidding? I'm not sorry. But you are really a prince. The wish wasn't to look like a prince. It was to be a prince.
Yes.
You weren't a fraud. You took a shortcut. And that's just working smarter, not harder.
I can't wish you free.
Aladdin has another wish before needing to free the genie. Damn you writers for driving a wish-shaped wedge between the best buds just to build tension. He never used that second wish. Genie just made an assumption.
Then you will cower before a sorcerer!
With all the mind control and magic you were doing earlier, I thought you already were a sorcerer.
Now, back to Agrabah. Let's go!
None of you should have any clue what direction to go to get there, though. Just FYI.
Please need to see you reduced to this, Jasmine.
Is there a way that we can really emphasize that Jafar is an asshole? You can have him literally put Jasmine in chains. What if he also spit on her? We're close. What if he did it all while eating an apple? Daryl, you're a genius.
Yeah, here's a little rant. How does eating an apple make you an asshole? Am I missing something? How does eating a fruit make you an asshole? I never really understood it. Could somebody leave that down in the comments, please? That would be very much appreciated. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to send myself for having to look up the research. Ugh, fuck me.
Now, Pussycat.
Seems necessary. Hot damn, this guy is the most observant guy ever.
How many times do I have to kill you, boy?
Once, which you never even personally attempted, even though you've had plenty of opportunities.
Get the point?
Like here, for instance. Instead of creating a barrier with these swords, maybe just impale him with them. You could have even used the same pun.
Well, no problem. You still got one wish left. Just say the word and you're a prince again.
Damn it, movie. He's not just the con artist formerly known as a prince. He's still a prince. What took that wish away? Why did it get reversed? Do wishes have expiration dates? He has 2 wishes. Aladdin was unconscious when Genie decided to save him. This is bullshit. Okay, so Genie is free now, but he's still got powers, right? He's still doing a bunch of magic. Can't he just help Aladdin as a favor, instead of it having to be a wish?
From this day forth, the princess shall marry whoever she deems worthy.
Well, that was easy. Too bad he couldn't have done that back in the beginning of the movie. Then Aladdin could have just used his wishes on something more important, like infinite genies.
No, that's not gonna work.
Oh, hell no.
Maybe 100 and...
Will Smith. Him taking off the cinch just for the first appearance of the genie. Yeah, that's legit. But yeah, the whole slave thing in the lyrics of the Prince Ali song, I didn't even notice that. I'm not sure if I ever looked up the lyrics and overlooked it or something, but gosh darn it. And this movie being a lot darker than I remember. Well, at least it's not Pinocchio and or the Hunchback levels of dark.